Hello and welcome to The Stinger, a superfan's guide to Star Wars, Marvel, DC, and much, much more in fandom entertainment. Joining me on the podcast today, this is getting out of hand. Now there's two of them. It's Trent Neely and Joseph Snead. How we doing, boys?
It's working. It's working.
Hello there.
That was good. Good on the spot. There's enough Star Wars quotes to pull on the spot like that to freestyle off the dome. Um, Welcome to the podcast. This week we are celebrating May the 4th. May the 4th be with you all today. And in celebration of that, we're going to do a little Star Wars draft today. I don't remember if we've ever done a straight like Star Wars only draft before.
No, because I think the only Star Wars things we've done right are Revenge of the Sith pod, and then a couple like talking about like Andor, Mandalorian, but we've never done like a broad deep dive on anything.
Right. It was just kind of weird when you think about like this is like a large chunk of the pie chart in terms of what we talk about. You know what I mean?
I know. And in terms of like what we care about in fandom, like Star Wars is huge for all of us, and yet I feel like it hasn't like met up the metrics of like the episode library.
It's true, which is why it's such a great day to be doing this. So if you're new to this podcast, we're so glad to have you here today. You can listen to this podcast wherever you listen to podcasts, and you can subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on social media at the Stinger Pod on Instagram and on TikTok. Yeah, like Trent said, we cover a lot of stuff, but we've never done like an all out Star Wars like ranking draft discussion kind of episode. I feel like that probably just is because we talk about the shows, and in the time that we've been doing this podcast, technically the dawn of this podcast was COVID era, and the first Star Wars was me and Joseph recapping season 2 of The Mandalorian.
That's right.
And if I'm gonna be honest, Andor excluded, that might have been the peak. If you're not counting Andor, that was probably the last time Star Wars was at its peak.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't had a movie since Rise, and then until Mando and Grogu at the end of May. So
yeah, and a lot of the shows have been middling to okay in that time frame, with the exception of Andor being really good.
And as great as Andor was, I also feel like it didn't capture the general public the same way that other Star Wars movies and even The Mandalorian has. Which is so interesting. This is, also timely because The Mandalorian and Grogu is coming out later this month. And it's like that movie doesn't seem to be moving the pulse a whole lot out there in the culture right now.
Not that I'm seeing on the internet, but we'll see. Like Baby Grogu has pull.
He does.
So we shall see. I would not be surprised if that movie ends up actually being a hit.
The children will show out. That is for sure. They will get their merch tickets for sure. Today we have a really different kind of draft. If you listen to a couple episodes ago, we did a Super Mario draft for the Super Mario movie. And we took a new approach where we played a little spin the wheel game. Instead of everyone has to draft in the same categories, we filled a Wheel of Fortune type wheel with a ton of categories, and whatever it landed on is what you had to draft. And Star Wars, that's a deep mythology. That's a deep lore. So we figured we could do the same thing with Star Wars, just Star Wars characters. And so that's what we're going to do today. We have a long, long list of categories that we're going to be choosing from, and I'll break that down here in a second. And each of us is going to draft 7 different characters on our draft today. We're going to be drafting 3 Force users, 3 non-Force users, and then a wild card pick Um, out of those picks, our characters can come from any of the following categories. That being any light side or dark side force user, a prequel era light side or dark side force user, uh, a force user light side or dark side from the original trilogy, a force user light side or dark side from the sequel era of the sequel movies and like the Mandoverse. They could be a rebel, they could be an Imperial, they could be a Mandalorian, they could be a gangster or crime boss, they could be a droid, a clone, a politician, or a pilot. So that's a lot. We're throwing a lot out there, guys.
We are. We're going for it.
Oh, and there's also more. We didn't talk about this pre-pod. So now this is a chance for us to debate, do we want to keep this in our list before we move forward? But we had some disadvantage, some landmines, so to speak, in our last spin the wheel draft. And so we have a list of, how do I put this? Annoying fan, I don't want to say hated, but strongly disliked characters of the Star Wars fandom, that if you were to land on this character's name, you gotta draft them. Those characters right now are Jar Jar Binks, the Knights of Ren, General Hux, Watto, and Pong Krell.
Yeah, those are pretty not well loved.
Pretty despised.
My rule that I would submit for this.
Yes.
Each of us only spin this once. So like if you spin a bad character, you only have to get them. You only have to get a bad character once. So you're not going to get stuck with like Jar Jar and Watto.
Yeah, that's fair. That's probably fair.
You just get one.
That would be, what a lineup, like Jar Jar, Watto,
and Krell.
Yeah, Krell. Like, yeah, that's a murderer's row right there. I think that's a good rule, Joseph. You're limited to one kind of cursed pick per your draft board. I think that's a good, that's a good stipulation. We'll stick with that. There are other characters that could have ended here, but I feel like those characters, the reasons they're hated are they spread into ism categories, and that's just, you never want that.
Yeah.
And Jar Jar Binks is the one on here where I'm like, whoever gets Jar Jar could spin this the right way. I think Jar Jar has some love out there. From our generation especially.
Oh, once the Darth Jar Jar Reddit theories really started taking off, then like the reclamation of Jar Jar really began.
Reclamation.
I think our generation is softer on Jar Jar.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, I remember even as a kid, people were like, yeah, kids didn't know any better. And it's like, oh no, I remember as a kid thinking Jar Jar was like a silly character, but like he like the movie knows he's silly. Like
I was never mad at him. And then when you watch all the Darth Jar Jar theories and the drunken master style of combat that they thought he was employing, you're like, I see the vision. Yes. George Lucas knew what he was doing all along.
That's the famous clip, right? George Lucas, Jar Jar's the key to all this. This is like the famous thing.
That's right.
Let him cook.
Jar Jar is the key to all this. All right, let's pick a draft order. So I've got 3 Star Wars vehicles. We're each going to pick one, and that'll determine our order. It'll go Trent, Joseph, and then me. Trent, you can pick a Millennium Falcon, an X-Wing, or a Pod Racer.
Pod Racer, baby.
Joseph?
Oh, dude, give me an X-Wing.
Okay. And that means I got the Millennium Falcon. That means our draft order is Trent, myself, and then Joseph. Every single draft. This may have been the order in every draft we've done already this year.
I think I was last for the hype draft.
You were last.
So this is already a 180 for my. Although for the wheel, it doesn't.
I think I was second on Mario.
Yeah, I think the wheel, it doesn't quite matter as much. Um, we won't get into. I won't have anyone reveal their strategies
No, no,
just
no,
yet.
no.
But this is a different one. You can't quite just take best player available. You gotta see what the wheel gives you. So, Trent, are you ready to get this thing started?
Let's see. Let's see how this goes.
All right, I am going to spin the wheel, and we're gonna wait and see what Trent is picking first. Okay, Trent,
Yes.
your first pick is going to be a prequel era dark side force user.
A prequel era dark side force user. Ooh. I mean, I could hem and haw about this a little bit, but for me, there's only one who, like, from pure aura, like, dominated the entire imagination of us young children who saw Phantom Menace, and that's Darth Maul, baby. Like,
Yeah,
it,
that's
it,
right.
it's gotta be our guy. He's having a great moment on his TV show right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is very timely to
yeah.
go Darth Maul number
Hmm.
one overall.
Yeah, and his TV show is like pretty good too.
And this, okay, so something I'm probably gonna forget that I rules to this as we go along. Something I didn't explain beforehand that we talked about is that um once you take character, they are off the board. So even though Darth Maul could technically fit into some other categories, he's off the board now because Trent took him from the prequel era. And wherever, when it comes to these picks that are force users in different eras, you're getting that version of the character. This isn't Darth Maul in like Rebels, or yeah, I guess in Rebels. This is Darth Maul in anything that happened like pre Order 66, which is probably, is that the best version of him?
I say this is him and his MJ three-peat era. Like,
Yeah.
he's handling two Jedi like it's no problem. So I'm good with this.
I don't
Do
know,
you
him with
agree?
the Shadow Collective before Palpatine came
Ooh,
and
that's
clapped him was pretty good.
That's true. To quote another podcast, that might be more of his apex mountain.
Yeah.
With the shadow.
But this was his prime though. This was his. I mean, look, the dude died allegedly cut in half, and then we find out he was living the whole time, and then he's still stirring chaos for the rest of the galaxy from the shadows. So Darth Maul, excellent pick, Trent. All right, I am next. We're gonna spin the wheel, and with my first pick, I get to select an original trilogy dark side force user.
Oh, I wonder what this will be.
Ooh, sometimes the wheel is good to you. Sometimes it really feels like you're in Vegas. And with my first pick, I get to select the most iconic character on the board. One of the most iconic characters in pop culture history. I get to take Darth Vader,
Of course you do.
the GOAT. The GOAT.
The villain, arguably, of media. Like,
Yeah.
Hmm.
There is no you I don't think there's any competition. He has his own theme song that could be recognized by people who've never watched a Star Wars movie. Like he's just that guy.
Yep.
he is.
Man, if you guys make me spin like Watto after this,
Darth Maul, Darth Vader gone, and then Watto for Joseph.
All right, Joseph, let's find out. Let's find out. Joseph, you will be selecting. All right, you'll be selecting a prequel era light side of the Force user.
I mean, just go on and give
Deep
me,
category.
just go on and give me my favorite character in Star Wars. Hit me with Obi-Wan Kenobi.
There you go.
There you go.
This is a first round for the ages.
This is like a real first round draft. Like, we got some icons in this draft, some real blue chippers.
I guess I could have picked like baby Luke Skywalker, but
That would be insane.
That would have been so funny if you were like,
You take Luke off the board.
I'm taking infant Luke Skywalker just so somebody else can. That would have been some
That's
like
a
4D
different
chess
strategy.
drafting though.
That is a different strategy.
He's gonna grow up.
It's potential. You have to grade the pick years down the line. It's not who they are now; it's who they could be.
Yep.
Well, Obi-Wan is an excellent pick.
No, Obi-Wan's great.
Is this the best? Is this the prime of Obi-Wan? Is this Obi-Wan's peak?
From a combat perspective, I think so.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I mean, come on. We're talking. This is Obi-Wan. You know.
Yes. The Stance.
It's a good one. You got to watch on YouTube for that one. All right. We're gonna snake it back around. Joseph, you get to go again. Spin the wheel. So each of us have our first four-side user off the board.
Mm-hmm.
And all right. We're gonna dip into the other side now. Joseph, you are going to be selecting a bounty hunter here.
Ooh.
Bounty hunter. Why don't you go on and give me Cad Bane?
Wow.
Oh, my guy.
Wow. Interesting. I didn't see that. I didn't see that one coming.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
So tell me, let us behind the scenes, Joseph. This was another deeper category. So what makes Cad Bane the number one bounty hunter for you?
Man, that dude's a bad dude right there. He kidnapped the Senate.
He's a bad king.
Like the entire Senate.
Yeah, he did.
That's true. That is true.
Yeah, I think he's at least one of the most accomplished bounty hunters we've ever seen. Because with the Mandalorian up until Baby Yoda, he's like getting kind of two-timing criminals. Cad Bane's like going toe-to-toe with multiple Jedi at the same time.
For anyone, because our first round was kind of chalk. So for anyone listening who maybe they don't know the animated series, you want to explain who Cad Bane is?
Yeah, he's blue. He's got a really cool hat, and he's like the baddest bounty hunter in the galaxy. He's got a really stupid droid that follows him around, and he's basically an evil cowboy bounty hunter.
Yes.
With
a funny voice.
The Western vibes are not stronger with anything. And like Star Wars has Western influence all over it, but Cad Bane is like the most overt, like evil gunslinger cowboy hat, like boots, like the whole vibe.
I do feel like if we are because like iconic characters, there's more iconic characters in this category, but if we're talking about who's the best, like no other bounty hunter went toe to toe with as many Jedi like you're talking about.
I think the only bounty hunter that could maybe match Cad Bane would be Jango Fett.
Yeah,
because they were like, I need a clone army of the baddest dude in the galaxy, and they picked
they picked him. Yeah, that's true. I
think Jango's the only one that can go toe to toe with Cad Bane.
That'd be a good 1v1 right there.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be tough. Cad Bane, and we did see him in live action. We saw him in Boba Fett, right? Yeah.
Boba Fett took him out
briefly.
I mean, I wish we hadn't, but
yeah. Unfortunately,
it wasn't a great appearance from Cad Bane.
Exactly. He should have stayed in animation. It was a road game for him. All right, that brings the draft back to me. And interesting. I'm going to select another original trilogy Dark Force user.
Oh.
Wow, there's so many.
Yeah, they're so vast.
So, a thinner category for sure. Yeah, I mean, I look, in terms of 1-2 punch, we're talking like Tom Brady to Randy Moss here, We're talking Shaq and Kobe, Jordan Pippen. Let me get Palpy. Let me get my boy Emperor Palpatine. Um, who is genuinely the most evil? He's one of the most evil villains in all of pop culture.
Yeah.
Like
That
Vader.
man has no personality beyond being evil, and yet Ian McDiarmid's so good that like the character's still iconic, even though
Right.
he has like no other dimension to him whatsoever.
Yeah,
Right.
there is not a single redeeming quality to the
Not at all.
Emperor.
Not even just that, but like my point also is that like we don't even know literally anything else about him. Like, does he like tangerines? I don't know. Like, does he like walks on the beach? I
Is
know
that what
nothing
you
about
think
this
about
man.
when you watch Star Wars, Trent?
Yeah, hey, on the 300th rewatch, you're like the mind wanders of dead.
Hey, I mean, he's dedicated to the game. There's no holes in his evilness. It's like,
No,
oh, he's just like the most evil guy ever, and sometimes like cartoonishly evil, but it works.
yeah,
It is kind of like he literally has a plan Z. He's thought of every possible contingency plan to the point that he had a a fake Sith Lord created to
yeah,
be his meat puppet
yeah,
while he was getting cloned from the dead.
yeah.
We've never seen anything like Palpy.
What a guy! Can't wait to fully dissect that in the Last Jedi pod.
Is this the best? Is original trilogy his peak?
I feel like it's actually Clone Wars, him taking on
I
Darth and
know.
Savage Opress. That's like Homeboy is orchestrating a war from two sides and does a little side quest to just beat down his former pupil and his pupil's evil like brother. Like,
Which is
I think I
crazy.
think his I think his peak is Revenge of the Sith.
It's definitely Ian McDermott's peak.
Yeah,
oh my,
yeah.
I think we talked
I
about that
think
on the pod, right? That we were like,
Yeah,
actually,
yeah,
like Ian McDermott stealthily like carries that movie on his back in some ways
yes,
because
but
like the whole
yes.
movie just hinges on like, can you buy that this is the most evil man in the universe, but also he is convincing enough to seduce Anakin, and like it's all just Ian McDermott having a great time.
An absolute blast.
I'll convince you guys in 6 words why his peak was Revenge of the Sith.
Oh yeah.
Did you ever hear the tragedy? The
That's true.
memes,
That's true.
the Palpatine memes from Revenge of the
That's
Sith.
true. They're deep. Who has
There's-
more? Who has more memes? Emperor, like Revenge of the Sith, Emperor Palpatine, or Infinity War Thanos?
Oh,
I think Palpatine.
Palpatine has.
Palpatine. You think Palpatine
I think
easily?
literally every line of dialogue. I'm pretty sure from Revenge of the Sith from Ian McDermott has been turned into a meme.
Yeah, honestly, you're probably right. Yeah,
Even the head turn
I can't
from
think.
the,
Right, right.
the
Even when he's not speaking. Yeah.
I think Thanos might have more. Thanos might have a bigger number of memes, but Palpatine is just more widespread.
That's true.
That's
Yeah,
probably fair.
we've had him for longer. Yeah, yeah. That's fair. That's fair. Okay, Trent, we are coming back to you, sir. All right. Well, we're we're in the same bucket. I swear, there's like 20 categories. You have original trilogy Dark Force user.
Oh, okay.
This
Okay,
is
wait.
almost like cursing you with a pick.
Wait. Hold on.
Do we have another to pick from?
We do, but I don't remember his name. But it's the guy from Force Unleashed that Sam Witwer voices. That I don't know his
Star
name.
Killer.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, that takes place during the original trilogy, so that has to be my answer.
Is that canon?
I'm pretty sure.
It's
Joseph?
not canon, but as Lord of the Lore, I would accept it.
Okay, all right. It's on coolness alone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Starkiller is. Oh man, now I'm kind of like I should have taken him instead.
I was literally panicking. I was like, "There's no one else to pick," and I'm like, "Wait a minute." We forgot about Darth Vader's secret apprentice that he wasn't supposed to have.
Okay,
Do you
so,
think we'll
so
ever-
I'm,
Yeah, actually, explain who he is for those who don't know, Trent.
So I don't remember it fully because I never actually finished the game, but basically you learn that Darth Vader had a secret Sith apprentice during the events of the original trilogy, and like used him to do like stealth assassinations and like espionage and stuff.
Yeah, and he is, and I remember playing that game. Was it exclusive? Well, no, it couldn't have been. But I played it on the Wii specifically,
Mhm.
and it was just like so much that was the perfect game for the Wii back in his day. Like
No,
before
and he had
games got crazy.
the great lightsaber stance where he always like held it on his back hip and like
Oh
just like the
yeah,
hands were
yes,
behind his back, and so he was
yes.
always like running, and you were like seeing the lightsaber at all times, and it would just like wish out. It was so cool.
I I am not in contention for this. I already know. I think Trent's draft has the most aura right now.
Oh, for sure.
Like
Darth
Trent's
Maul and
draft is
Star
just
Killer? Are you
straight
kidding me?
aura farming.
Like 1000%, yes.
It's just really the emo sad boys of the Star Wars universe so
It
far.
is true. Do you think they'll ever make Star Killer canon? Like bring him
No.
into live action?
I feel like the
They
temptation has to be
they
there.
they'd have to nerf him so hard.
Yeah, he's so.
Yeah, they would. They definitely would. But Dave Filoni, if anyone would do it, the man who's in charge of Lucasfilm right now would do it, in my opinion.
And the Sam Witwer and him are probably chatting on the
I mean,
daily.
yeah. I mean, look, there's a Darth Maul show happening right now. I think,
Anything's open.
yeah, exactly. All right, Trent, you are up again. If it's the same category, I'm rolling again.
Yeah, because I was like,
We've
there's literally like that Star Killer. I had to reach in my brain for a second for that. So
Well, good news. You get to pick any dark side force user that comes to your imagination.
any dark side force
Oh
user.
no, yeah, that's right. Any dark side force user.
Okay,
Yep, not
okay.
light. Any dark side force user.
You know what? Since I made the joke about how they're all the emo sad boys, I have to take Kylo Ren.
Let's
now.
go.
Just like partly for the bit, like. But also, he would actually be my next choice anyway. But like, it also fits so perfectly.
It's a great pick. Dude,
Adam,
yeah, this board is nuts.
Adam Driver, like, what a guy! Like, I feel like as we've drifted from the sequel trilogy a little bit, there's been some mixed opinions, but I feel like whether you love those movies or hate those movies, everybody is like Adam Driver was sick
Yes.
as Kyle. So like,
Mhm.
he's gonna be the thing that I think will always stand the test of time with that trilogy. So very happy he's on the squad.
And we almost got a standalone Ben Solo movie.
Dude, still
Steven Soderbergh.
still a little salty.
I'll be thinking about that one for a while. Yeah, Kylo Ren is great. I do think we didn't appreciate his character enough because of all the other drama behind the scenes. But I think genuinely he was a great character.
Yeah, I mean
I think
that's the crazy thing about the sequel trilogy is that all of the characters are well drawn. It's just
Yeah.
like what they did with all of them that doesn't necessarily
yeah,
work.
the execution was kind of botched on all of them.
But the foundation was there. The foundation
Mhm.
was definitely there for something better than what we got. All right, so Trent's got his 3 force users.
Wait, did I mess this up? Because now I have 4.
No?
Okay, we're good. Because
Yeah.
because I thought we were doing. Oh no, we're good.
You could have a 4th in a wild card.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I just
Yes.
making sure I didn't break it, but we're
No,
good.
you're good. You're good. So we're going to come back to me. My 3rd pick is going to be an original trilogy light side force user.
Oh.
Oh man, things are really lining up for me today. I may not have the aura pick, but I do have the chalk board right here, and I
Mhm.
am writing all over it. Let's go, Luke Skywalker. You
Of course.
ever heard of that name before? Oh man, just if we were doing a straight up Star Wars character draft, no categories. Is Luke the number 1 pick?
He's top 5 certainly, and top 3 for. I think Vader still is the 101 if you're just asking
True.
people. I think, and then I think the conversation becomes is Han Solo or Luke
Yeah.
the number 2 pick.
I'm taking Obi-Wan 101.
Wow.
Wow.
But yeah, I think
That's how you build a narrative right there.
I think if Luke and Vader are available, they're 2 and 3 because you're not going to get another chance at them.
Luke,
fair.
I mean, Luke is just, I get to take him in his prime. Original trilogy. This is peak Luke.
You're not
Hero's
taking
journey.
you're not taking Last Jedi, milking some space
No,
cows.
no, sir.
No, Trent, we need you to take all the emo sad boys.
Oh,
Right,
that's true.
right,
That's true.
right. We're leaving them on the table for you.
There we go.
Don't you worry. I don't know. Yeah, there's nothing else to say. I got Luke Skywalker. I got Luke and his dad.
Yeah,
This is like LeBron and Bronny.
I think
Yeah,
this is better than LeBron and Bronny.
Oh man. Okay. Joseph, we come back to you. The only one who's gotten a non-force user on the board so far. Hopefully Ponkrell.
Oh,
no.
Not only one of the bad ones, but maybe the most like hated, genuinely character actually.
I mean, now if you got him in
tough.
if you're in a fight and he's on your side,
That's true. That's true.
But I'll for the combat, I'll take him over like Jar Jar and Watto.
Having a dirty player on your team, like I don't condone it, but it is working out for us.
Dang it! I just got Draymond Green.
Do you want to Ponkrell, known, hated Clone Wars character, for turning on his brethren, in the heat of the battle? A real shameful act he commits. I remember that episode made me so furious.
I remember I watched the entire Clone Wars during COVID, and I remember I like angrily sent Joseph like 5 messages like back to back. I was like, "This guy sucks." Like, I can't believe I've never heard about this like arc before. I heard about like things with Ahsoka, but nobody had warned me about this.
Right.
Like,
I'm pretty sure there's a subreddit called F Ponkrell, but they spell the whole word out.
Right.
Because everybody hates his guts.
Yeah.
He's the worst.
Like, nobody's going to come around and be like, oh, I think he's okay. Like, no, everybody hates his guts.
Yeah.
He is the worst. The only Jedi on the list, unfortunately, for you, Joseph. So you did have to take a Force user spot away. But we'll see. We're going to spin the wheel again for your 4th pick, and hopefully you get better luck this time. Well, actually, we're playing by a rule that you only get one bad character because the next spin was Watto.
Oh. Man, I was doing some good work putting that rule in.
A very be proud of yourself. All right. We have landed on original trilogy era light side Force user. So Luke may be off the board, but remember, we're talking about the time era, so not necessarily in the original trilogy movies.
Well, why don't I just take one in the original trilogy movies and say, give me Princess Leia?
Yeah, I was wondering if somebody would do this.
Okay.
Yeah, give me Leia. You think I'm picking someone else when Leia's on the board in this category?
Yeah, it's a strong pick. Way to finesse a category.
Because now, like, I have the Rebel. Like,
you do.
Yeah.
She was the top choice for me in the Rebel category. So you did take the Rebel off the board.
Man, we got a lot of Skywalkers off the board too.
I know. Seriously. Wow.
Someone's gonna pick like Shmi Skywalker for their wild card.
But Princess Leia is definitely like that is the number one Rebel. She is
for sure.
Oh yeah.
The one of the most important characters in Star Wars, period.
No, I mean like people have pointed out that like Han and Luke are kind of useless a little bit in A New Hope, and like Leia's like, we got to get stuff done here, folks. Like let's get a move on.
Yep.
She's completely action oriented, takes charge, is a boss. And she's still running things when we come back to visit her 35 years later. So we're going to go to my 4th pick, which is any light side of the Force user. Oh, but I can't. Well, no, I could.
You can wild card it.
I can wild card. That's right. Okay, so I get any light side Force user.
Mm.
Ooh, oh man, this is tough. There's a couple that immediately jump out to me. I got to go to my list. I was making my draft board earlier today, and
Yes.
um, yeah, there's some that I would feel. There's a few people I'm going to leave on the board that it's just going to hurt a little bit, but I think I have to go with my gut here, and I'm going to take Ahsoka.
Oh yeah.
Dang, buddy didn't even take Yoda.
Look, that is a good point. Ahsoka's iconic to me.
Yeah.
I think she out of the people I could have picked is the one with, in my opinion, the best resume.
I'd say that's fair.
She's got a lot of she got a long journey, and her ascension continues to rise, I think, throughout her journey. So we'll see where we find her in Ahsoka season 2. But
that's right.
All right, Trent.
Mm-hmm.
We move our way back to you. And you are going to be selecting a sequel era Dark Side of the Force user.
I can't. I've used all my Force, right?
Because
you've got a wild card.
Do I?
Yeah. You're on your board right now. I have Maul, Star Killer, and Kylo Ren. Am I missing somebody?
Oh wait, no, you're right. I'm just stupid and can't count.
No,
okay.
You're good.
Okay, so sorry.
So a sequel era Dark Side Force user. You took Kylo Ren.
I did.
So there's a couple people I have on my list. It's not a deep category, this one. By the way, sequel era, I'm counting as starting with the Mandalorian universe.
Starting with the Mandalorian, and then Rebels is also eligible then, right? Because because Rebels is during A New Hope, basically, or right before.
But that would be original trilogy.
Oh, okay, that's true. No, no, I can't. I was like, I think I can justify this character, but I can't. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna cheat.
Okay,
I'm gonna cheat because I'm gonna take Snoke.
Yeah. That's not cheating.
Yeah, well, technically, he, as you eloquently put, he's a meat puppet.
That's true.
But he is his own character. He can use the Force. Andy Serkis, different actor, plays him. So yeah, let me take my guy who, again, he's not a teen emo sad boy, but he does have a lot of aura with that gold robe. So you know what? We're keeping it going.
He had Kylo Ren humbled. You know what I mean? Like that man was on a tight leash.
I love a lot about The Last Jedi, but like the more I rewatch it, like Andy Serkis, like he's having so much fun in those scenes in The Last Jedi. Like it's so fun.
You guys have both absolutely shocked me with your wild cards. Because Josh's, I would have done Yoda, and Trent's, I would have done Baylan Skoll.
That's who I was thinking.
That's true. I even thought about Baylan like yesterday, and then I kind of forgot about him in the moment. The pressure got to me. The bright lights, the clock.
The 8-minute clock was staring him down. Snoke,
but I'm happy with
I respect
it,
Snoke. I was about to say, I think Snoke is underrated. We got mad at the way his story ended, but I think he was a cool character while he was here.
I really want there to be like a random comic that's just like Palpatine creating Snoke and Snoke falling out of a test tube being like, what am I? And then Palpatine's like, don't worry about it. Just like pretend to be this threatening thing.
Right, yeah, don't worry. You have a purpose.
There is a comic called The Rise of Kylo Ren where you see Snoke and he's like a hippie and he wears like a funny little hat and lives on like a flower planet.
Wait, this is the best thing I've ever heard.
That's so comic. That's so comic booky what you just described.
Yeah,
That's
and
incredible.
it's also a really good comic. So
I bet. Hey, I believe it. I believe it.
would
All right,
recommend.
Trent. No more Force users
All right,
for
there we go. I'll
you
finally get my math right.
or me.
We've only got one non-Force user at all
I know.
on the board.
I'm gonna need to spin again, so bear with me.
Yep.
There were a lot of Force user categories
I'm
in
about
here.
to say.
To be fair, and you know what? I'm gonna shuffle the deck. Let's spin it one more time.
Let's go. We got it.
Okay, we're gonna be good here. Oh, this is a good category. Droid.
Oh, well, like there's a lot to choose from, and I could be like
Are you gonna stay on theme?
I could be funny and pick something really silly, but like it is my favorite droid, and it's me sticking on theme because there's only one emo sad boy robot. That's our boy Chopper, who's like who's also in the running for like secretly most evil Star Wars character in terms of like a pure agent of chaos.
Exactly.
My guy.
Chopper's kill count.
Dwarfs
he's
nearly
a
everyone
war
in Star
criminal.
Wars.
He is a war criminal. But for the good guys. Chopper's amazing.
Chopper's so good.
Let me just say,
anybody who hasn't watched Rebels like is worth watching on the whole, but even if you just watch it for like Chopper to cause chaos, you're gonna have a great time.
There used to be a YouTuber that would do Chopper translations.
Yeah, I've seen those.
What he was what he was saying to everybody.
Yes.
And it was hilarious. Because they did like what he was saying like made sense in the conversations too. So like it wasn't just him like blasting off something crazy, but they were really funny.
Look, I mean, if we're being honest, they had like teenage Ezra on board the Ghost. They had Zeb like antagonizing Ezra like he's a teenager as well. Like something had to be said, you know. I get Hera and Kanan trying to be nice parents. Chopper's gonna let it loose. He's gonna let you know like he's bothered. Like, please, enough with this nonsense.
And then you want to talk about the dynamic of the Ghost crew, where you have like the most unserious characters in Ezra and Zeb and Chopper, and then like Sabine is like a half and half,
right?
And then Kanan and Hera are all business.
That's why it's such a good show, because they're that's a family unit right there. You know, it's a family unit. All right, we are gonna snake back to me, and oh no. I've been cursed with Watto, boys.
Watto has entered the chat.
Dang it. That hurts. That really hurts. Man, I was hoping to get away without being cursed by one of these characters. Watto is tough. Legit slave owner.
Now it's just all the slave owner stuff, the gambling addictions, the pod races, like it's
and like you had the like you were abusing the chosen one and his mother, you know, like that's
it's not a good look.
That's
a
really tough look.
It's a PR nightmare for the draft room right now.
Exactly.
Oh man.
How did we not uncover this in the draft process? How did we not uncover this at the combine? Oh boy.
He skipped the combine probably because he was out gambling.
Yeah, he was.
Joseph, you are next on the clock, sir. And you get to take a clone.
I was waiting for a clone.
I know, so was I. Man. I was hoping this would fall to me.
Give me 5. Give me 5.
Yeah.
Best clone.
Are you serious? We're going 5?
Oh yeah, 5 is my favorite clone.
I knew Joseph was gonna pick 5s.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
With his 5th pick. Why? Really? 5s?
Oh yeah, 5s is my favorite clone. I love 5s.
5s is.
But why is 5s your favorite clone?
I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was really cool. His name was Fives, like in the first episode he was in, and then he disappeared for 2
It's a great
seasons,
answer.
and then came back and became an ARC trooper.
Yep.
And then he like kind of uncovered Order 66 before they put him down.
Mm-hmm.
So,
how do you think him and Ponkrell are gonna do on the same team?
well, they did really bad on the same team when they were on the same team. So, I don't think it's gonna go over very well.
Probably not.
Fives was one of the ones driving the hey, we need to get rid of this guy narrative.
Yep.
So,
should have listened to him. Should have listened. Fives. I mean, look, you gotta give him credit. He was unfortunately the sacrificial lamb for Chancellor Palpatine. He was going to take it all down. He was going to tear it all down.
And can we talk about what Trent said? Taking Fives with my 5th pick. It's just.
I mean,
it was meant to be.
This is legendary. That's legendary stuff right there. All right, you are up again, Joseph, with your 6th pick. And you get to pick an Imperial now.
Oh. I feel like there's an obvious one here, but I'm.
Yeah, I agree.
An obvious one? I don't think there's an obvious one.
Oh, this is interesting.
Let me think. Am I tripping? Oh no, yeah, maybe not. Maybe not obvious, but there's some. This is a good category.
Oh, I've got a few in my head. There's one I really want to pick, but this character is really only in books. This is our draft. Give me Admiral Sloane from the books.
Okay.
Really? Wow. Okay. Can you spell that for me?
Sloane.
Tell us about Admiral Sloane.
Well, we're very.
Wait, is this character in any of the shows?
No.
No? Okay, so this is a strictly book character.
Yeah, and
wow.
In the background of a couple of comics.
Wow. This is and you were gonna okay, all right, hold on. You called me and Trent out for our picks, and you're gonna pick Fives and Admiral Sloane back to back?
Yeah, well, my next Imperial pick was gonna be Admiral Piet.
Okay, see, yeah, you lost us again. Well, okay, tell us why would you take Admiral Sloane?
Well, first of all, we need a little bit more inclusion on the list.
That's true. Yeah, there are a lot of.
Admiral Sloane is a woman, and she basically runs the Empire after Endor.
Okay.
She's no nonsense. Oh, she was in a video game. She was in Squadrons.
Okay.
For like a little bit, like a cutscene or something.
Okay, there you go. There you go.
But she first appeared in one of the first canon novels, A New Dawn, which was about Kanan and Hera. So she's like
interesting.
An OG canon character. Really no nonsense, a capable Imperial. And a lot of her motivation is like, hey, I get the Empire can be a little off the rails sometimes, but we're bringing order to a chaotic galaxy.
True.
So it's interesting. And then she ends up doing some bad stuff after the Battle of Endor. But it's interesting to see a more like principled Imperial. So
principled and her takeover of the galactic order. And interesting.
We're getting very, very inclusive here because she is also I guess she's not African American in space. So she's a black woman admiral that runs the Empire. And
all right, well, that's dope.
She does it really well.
Working for the wrong team, but hey, good for you. All right, that's cool. You know what? I have to learn more about Admiral.
Yeah,
same. One more thing. At the end of the Galactic Civil War, like at the Battle of Jakku, she takes the remnants of the Imperial fleet out to wild space and kind of, sort of creates the First Order.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
maybe we see her in Mando and Grogu, right?
There we go.
We could. I would like, the meme where like SpongeBob starts levitating
Yeah.
and glowing. I would probably be
It's a
doing that
great
in the
meme.
movie theater if she was in it.
I just
Yeah,
didn't know.
I
You
love this
know,
character.
I learned something new about you guys every time we podcast.
I
So
know
this is
the drafts always
I thought
reveal.
I thought I knew Joseph's Star Wars taste, and here I am learning something
I
new.
you learn you learn the good teams from the bad teams in rounds 5 through 7.
There you go. Hey,
So
good call. All right, so we go to my 6th pick. I can't be cursed anymore, but I would have landed on the Knights of Ren. Thank God. Get them out of my sight. There was another character combo I meant to put on the list that I didn't is Jack Black and Lizzo.
oh my goodness.
Wow.
Oh, that was maybe the worst episode of Star Wars live action television.
Yeah, that was
Although
it hurt my
I
soul.
didn't hate the show as much as everybody, but the Acolyte had some stinkers.
It did. But yeah, maybe none worse than that episode of The Mandalorian.
That was rough going.
All right, so I get my swing at Imperial now.
Okay.
And I gotta go who I think is just the coolest, the baddest in this group, and that's Grand Admiral Thrawn.
That's right.
Respect to Grand Admiral to Grand Moff Tarkin.
Yep.
But Thrawn is a mastermind, and this is who I thought you were going to pick, Joseph. So that is the only reason for my comments. But guess what? I got to pick him anyway, so we're good.
Yeah, there you go. And I'm still happy with my pick.
There we go.
Okay. Well, I mean, look, there's a reason Thrawn got sent off to another universe on Space Whale. So
Yes, that's right.
But yeah, man, Thrawn is. We're gonna be seeing more of him. Ahsoka season 2. Who knows? Maybe Mando and Grogu. He's a bad dude. A bad blue dude.
But he respects his opponents, which is what's fun about him.
What do you think the odds are he might be the post-credit scene of Mando and Grogu? If there is one. I don't know if there's going to be one or not.
I think post-credits is high. I'm pretty sure he's not going to be in it because I feel like Jon Favreau's actually kind of talked about that like originally the plans for Mandalorian and Grogu season 4 like were going to be that, and then they were like, hey, that's stepping too much on what Dave Filoni's trying to do with his movie, and so then they made him like come up with like they're like, can you do a new adventure for Din and Grogu?
I think that post credit scene makes sense. You can't if he's in the actual movie, that's gonna lose a large chunk of the audience.
Right, but the movie does have to do with like Din hunting the Imperial remnant, so it'd be weird to not mention him or hint at him in some way. So
it would make sense. I mean, it would make sense to do a little like Thanos at the end of Avengers reveal.
Yeah, because like Mando's basically a consultant for the New Republic now.
Yeah,
and the New Republic knows that Thrawn is back in the galaxy. So
that's true. That's true. All right, Trent, your last 2 picks. 2 non-Force users. And I'm going to need to spin again.
That's fine. We can vamp until the wheel is ready.
Actually, have we all picked Force users now? Oh, well, no. Joseph still got one more.
I have a wild card left.
There you go.
You still got that spot.
You still got a spot. And I'm going to have to keep spinning.
That's all good.
Just keep spinning.
It's time for Trent to get cursed. We've both gotten cursed already.
That's true.
Well, you're not cursed. You're going to get to pick a clone yourself.
Oh, well then, since Joseph got to declare his love for 5s, let me talk about my boy Rex.
Let's go. Let's go.
Because my guy, like he went through it with Anakin and Ahsoka. He was resisting his Order 66 chip.
He was.
And like as an old dude in Rebels was still fighting the fight. Like my guy Rex just always in it.
Yeah.
Just what a good soldier, what a good friend, good advisor, good
Mm-hmm.
confidant. Just a guy you want around. Great lifting up of the locker room to have Rex. So
Yeah.
The Clone Wars gives so much humanity to the clones that we didn't see in the original trilogy, and I think Rex is like the prime example of that.
yeah, 100.
Yeah.
percent
Just everything you would want in a leader, and because he has to have internal conflict as a clone,
Mm-hmm.
being like programmed essentially to follow orders, but he's human still. So Rex is one of I think Rex is probably one of my favorite characters in Star Wars. Period. Like
I would say so.
I think it's just such a unique story to tell the story of a clone soldier like Rex, and he's kind of the front and center avatar for the clones.
Mm-hmm.
All right, last pick, Trent,
Yes.
and you get to pick a rebel. We
Oh,
somehow did not land on this until just now.
I mean, I got it. The guy who did the dirty work for the rebellion,
That's
who
right.
gave the greatest monologue in the history of Star Wars. Give me Luthen, our guy, who
Oh,
we've
oh,
talked about exhaustively on this pod in our Andor episodes.
Man, Josh, I saw what you were typing in there.
I assumed wrong. I assumed incorrect. I
No.
thought there was a different number one overall pick, but Luthen is the pick.
Luthen is the rebel. He was rebelling against the other rebels that they wanted to oust him out, but he was doing what needed to be done to get the job done.
Luthen is the best, just the absolute best.
And literally for that speech alone that he gives in that one episode,
That monologue is incredible.
It's like it might be the most well written piece of dialogue in Star Wars media.
Oh, it definitely is.
I wouldn't dispute that.
His impact is kind of like what Andor, when Andor's before the council in Yavin and the last episode in the series finale, and he's talking about Luthen's legacy, is like you could just play that clip. You could just play that clip and be like, the reason any of this happens in the original trilogy could rest on this one dude's shoulders. Like he was relentless in his mission.
Yeah.
One of the like, it's just like Star Wars has been around for nearly 50 years, and here you go, you're getting a brand new, fresh character in the 2020s that you're like, this is what Star Wars is all about right here.
Mm-hmm.
Great stuff. All right, my final pick. I'm gonna have to spin one more time.
It's all right.
Let's keep going. I'm trying to think. Okay, Bounty Hunter.
Ooh, couple good ones here.
Couple good ones. This is tough. This is a tough one. There's two choices for me, in my opinion, right now. I guess there's three choices. There is like a bounty hunter, but in my opinion, I think his legacy has been dirtied a little bit in recent years, been made a little murky. And I think I think there's a different alpha, like iconic bounty hunter character. So I think I got to go Din Djarin here.
Okay, yeah.
I think I got to go Din Djarin, the Mandalorian, for bringing back Star Wars when we were all without hope after the Rise of Skywalker, and saddling up with Baby Yoda and taking on the galaxy. Just a bad dude.
He's great.
He's a great warrior, a father.
I'm about to say, but he also just wants to be a great dad. Like,
gave us some of the best Star Wars moments in the last few years. So yeah, Din Djarin is my pick. Proud to have him on the squad. Proud for that to be my final pick. That feels satisfying. Also, want to point out that Trent did not get any bad characters. So
yeah, that was just luck of the wheel, I guess, boys.
Luck of the wheel.
Yeah.
Joseph, we got one more pick for you. And you are going to be picking a politician.
Ooh, interesting.
Okay. Well, Palpatine is off.
That's right.
Why don't you? You know what? I think I'll take the runner-up to best monologue in Andor.
Yeah.
There we
Why
go.
don't you give me Mon Mothma?
Let's go.
I was thinking about Bail Organa, but I was like, let's go with her.
Mon Mothma, nah. After Andor, she's solidified. Great, is just an iconic Star Wars character in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Her monologue is that is the runner-up for sure.
For sure, that's the second best speech. She has the best dance scene in Star Wars history when she's raving at the daughter's wedding.
Absolutely.
Man, she probably had a headache the next day.
I was sitting there watching that, being like, that would have been really annoying to film for more than like 5 minutes.
Yeah, like you better get this in the first 3 cuts. You know, like I'm not doing this again. All right, we got a full draft board.
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna read off the teams.
Let's go.
Trent, your Force users were Darth Maul, Star Killer, Kylo Ren, and then Snoke. And your non-Force users were Chopper, Captain Rex, and Luthen.
Yep, I'm happy with that.
I had Darth Vader, Emperor Palpatine, Luke Skywalker, and Ahsoka as my Force users. And then Watto, Grand Admiral Thrawn, and Din Djarin as my non-Force users. Joseph had Obi-Wan, Pong Krell, and Princess Leia as his Force users. And then Cad Bane, Fives, Admiral Sloane, and Mon Mothma as his non-Force users. Lot of people that obviously there's a ton of Star Wars characters that we didn't get to pick. Who's the biggest not on the board right now?
Qui-Gon.
Han Solo.
Han Solo.
Yeah, Han Solo is the biggest.
In full transparency, that's who I started typing on your last pick, Trent.
That's probably fair, and technically, like, probably should have been looking back, maybe. But like, on the other hand, I view Han as so many different things, like
you can't
smuggler
put him in a
and
box.
friend and pilot. That like Rebel is like lower on my brain, whereas like Rebel, like Luthen was like so quick to my brain.
Yeah,
he's the guy.
The top undrafted free agents to me: Han Solo, Yoda,
R2,
Anakin. Since we're making the distinction between
Anakin. I feel like all of us like Qui-Gon. I feel like Qui-Gon would have been a pick for some of us for like
for sure
or
for sure.
Padme's contender for politician.
We could do this draft again
with what we have left.
With all we have left. You know, we could just say no duplicates from the first draft. It'd be totally fine.
Just run it back. May the 4th, 2027.
Exactly.
Yeah, we probably need to take out like OT era dark side user.
Yeah, we've used up the dark side. I don't know why. We all kept landing on dark side users so much.
I'm about to say no light side users on my team.
That's all. You're feeling very edgy, Trent. You've got woke up on the wrong side of the bed,
apparently,
but feeling good about the Commanders draft, so you're not that upset.
No, we're good. We're back. We're all the way back.
This was fun, guys.
This was so much fun.
This is an absolute blast. I think we got some good teams. I'm gonna get this graph out there so y'all can vote on who had the best team. Two of us have some real stinkers on there. Watto and Pon Krell are weighing me and Joseph down. Did we do good enough to make up for it? We'll have to find out. But
Trent has no space power, so
it's true.
That's true. He does have some other. He's got some pretty heavy firepower in the artillery though. So, and he's got Chopper.
Chopper wins.
Chopper sabotaging all the other opponents.
Exactly. Just an absolute menace. All right. I think that's gonna do it for our episode today. As always, absolute pleasure talking to you both. As always, you can listen wherever you get
Mhm.
you this podcast, and on YouTube and on social media at the Stinger Pod. Love doing this, and we'll be back again with some more content soon.